Leafy makes much more money than you think, because YouTube is not his only source of income.
The best years of my life, like if I showed you my W2, you'd puke, to essentially having the exact opposite the next year, and if I showed you my W2 after showing you the first one, you would also puke too, because yeah, it was pretty sick.
Going off the title, you're probably confused. Well, SHR, isn't it obvious? He was a big YouTuber who gained millions of views every single day. While that is very true, there were actually multiple sources of income from Leafy, all of which have made him a great sum of money. See, with all the hissing and controversy Leafy has, he's a pretty smart guy. So obviously, before I get into his genius, let's talk about the surface of the iceberg, YouTube views. Back in the golden Leafy days, YouTube paid a good amount of money for views. A view now is worth scraps compared to before. Anyway, I have found multiple sources saying he has made at least $1 million off of YouTube monetization. Well, yeah, we kind of figured he made at least that much. Leafy making $1 million off of YouTube isn't that surprising. He was obviously swimming in money. So, I decided that I would look into it more. Leafy was popular for quite some time, and going off of estimates, we can say that he made at least around 1.5 million. Although this is undoubtedly one of the biggest sources of income, the others are more surprising. During some of Leafy's last days on the platform in July 2020, he made content nukes on Pokimane, getting the idea off of H3H3 Production, who obviously named it after iDubbbz's Content Cop series. During this time, Leafy no doubt saw that YouTube monetization was pitifully inflated and turned to another main source of income for most YouTubers, merch. This merch store was always lucky, and to this day the website is still up. As the website shows, the merch launch ended on September 2nd, 2020. Now, if you take a glimpse at the site, you can clearly see that everything is sold out. Unfortunately, we don't know how much he had in stock. Because the merch was a collaboration between Leafy and Mew, we do not know how much they each got paid. There are only two things we can go off of: his smart reptilian brain and his content. Some of the merch he sold was directly related to his content nukes on Pokimane. Those videos at the time were trending and getting views very quickly, so it's obvious a large amount of people checked out his merch. Seeing this opportunity, he probably stocked enough to be bought with no spare. Using this data, I'd have to say he would have made between 500,000 to 750,000. Leafy, for a while, had a video up that talked about his relation to Minecraft servers. The video talked a lot about the problems and the toxic culture of running Minecraft servers, but we'll go more specifically into how much he profited after. Now, I don't know about how it is now, but Leafy made it clear that back then having a good launch took a lot of effort, and there were many problems.
Really illustrate how stressful running these Minecraft servers was back then. All of my drama on YouTube, getting in a fight in middle school, dude, all of it put together, none of it is even like half as stressful as running this goddamn Minecraft server. And the reason why is because, dude, I had no money back then, so when you only have like $1,000 and you have to put like 900 of it back into the server for one release day, and at the same time, you have all these other sweaty kids doing the same exact thing, it made for this like crazy BR experience where every single sweaty kid that owned a website or owned a Minecraft server was doing like several different tactics, pretty much every tactic that like you could even do, just so he could get more pie, because there's only so much pie to be eaten, right?
Although servers had the ability to produce a lot of money, they also needed a good chunk of both money and time, which would shy away most people away, but not this ambitious man. Minecraft servers are nothing to scoff at, as Leafy titled the video, "How I Made 100,000 Before YouTube." Compared to his other incomes, it's not much, but we all gotta start somewhere. Let's be honest though, that's an amazing start, god damn. In one of Leafy's videos, another channel Leafy had, he made a stock series. Now, there were only two, but he gave a good amount of his financial info. He talks about how money works, how much everyday life revolves around it, and just a deeper look into money.
Essentially, I'd wake up for ASX, which is the Australian market opening, and I'd work around that to NSE noon, and the reason why I'd work to NSE noon is because I hated trading NSE like market close, and I hated trading after hours.
Using this information, we can assume this is still one of his current sources of income: day trading. It's obvious by now that Leafy has an interest in making money, so why would he stop after his account got banned? If he was making money before YouTube, he is clearly making money after YouTube. We do not know how much Leafy is making right now, but I am confident that he is financially stable or even making more and more. And I can assume by now that he is probably still a millionaire or multimillionaire. If I had to take a guess about how much money Leafy made throughout those years, I would assume at least 3 to 4 million. It could be way more than we think. He could be into the 10 millions by now. Using what I can gather from websites and some of the stuff he's said, that's the best estimate that I have. We've now reached the end of the video, and as you can see, Leafy is very, very smart. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, as only 2.5% of my viewers are actually subscribed. With that, thanks for watching.